Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kaiserreich. It's been a little bit. We're going to see what we can do. So, who is at war with what? Okay. So, right now, the Germans are fighting. Okay. So right now right now, the current combatants are Russia, Ukraine, Romania, Serbia, Bulgaria, and Finland. And also all my puppets. France, Spain, Belgium, Britain, Argentina, Chile, and Australia against Germany, Denmark, Sweden, the UBD, Lithuania, Poland, Belarus, Albania, and Greater Austria, the African states, and Morocco and German East Asia. Also, the Far Eastern Army is getting involved. So, the fun thing about the Far Eastern Army, as we would well know because we played against them, is that they're gonna run out of juice real fast. Right? They are gonna get minus, they're gonna lose manpower very quickly. And so what we need to do, really what we need to do, with these, like, 6 divisions over here, is we need to, move up to fortify this line. ASAP. You don't need that. Everyone else, we should go to Ruklovo. You should go here. And then go to... No, go here. Here. And then go to Ruklovo. Meanwhile, in the west, we are repositioning our forces for a westward offensive. We've juiced up the on-paper strength of our forces, though in practice, I'm not mega confident about that representing real strength. Okay. So, you are very quickly... We're not allowed to retreat here? What's happening? Okay. You should retreat to here. Alright. Azerbaijan as our enemy in the Second Weltkrieg. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, never mind. Azerbaijan is dead. I'm worried that the Ottomans are going to decide to involve themselves in their little scrap, but the Iranians are nowhere near dead. So, fortunately, we're not going to have to worry about that in the near future. We have 90 days left. We have about 3 months to capture Minsk. So, you know, let's get to doing that. We're going to unfocus on the North Caucasus and bring all our forces to bear on Belarus. Anyways, how are things doing? Why are you here? Back up. How are we doing up here? Alright, we're gonna quickly transition. 2 Sicilies has joined the Entente. Social Republic has joined the Third International. Alright, so I think the Entente is going to get involved in the scrap, which is bad for us. Generally speaking. That being said, this Entente is not looking that scary. Italian Federations join the Reichspakt. That's not ideal, but, like, whatever. I don't hugely care how this all kind of works itself out. I just want to make sure that the our enemies do not stay in Yeah, they're gonna take Vladivostok, no problem. That's annoying, but... You know, it is what it is. We don't need to attack yet. We can hold the line. We want to make sure that we can prepare our assault and then launch it. That's fine. Okay, Cuba, Morocco, Sweden, alright, whatever. Yeah, feel free to use air bases. We're there yet? Yeah, we are. Okay. Staff office plan is responsive. I would say that's worth it. We should probably try to capture Minsk. Yeah, please move forces away. I think that's an awesome idea. Unity of Britain, yeah, go for it. There's a lot of lady leaders. It's something that's interesting. Hashtag women can do revolutionary violence or whatever the meme is. Hashtag just girl things, waging war on the German Empire to bring about a worldwide socialist revolution, conscription crisis in Quebec, more troubles in Canada. Oh no, did we lose a boat? We lost a submarine. We are sinking German crap pretty well. Evidently, the AI does not know how to do the new Navy system, which is interesting. Are we there yet in terms of prep? No, we will be in like 2 days though. Okay. Here's our plan. You're gonna launch this attack. You're gonna launch this attack. You're gonna act as basically a fixing force. Whatever's going on up there is not actually that immensely important. Do we have the sauce to deploy guys yet? No. We are lacking the infantry equipment, as usual. One more day. Okay, that'll do. Alright, that's an armored signal company. That's pretty good. Oh, and then we'll get ergonomic equipment. And then we can do great variant. There we go. Okay, we're currently in 40. Better trucks? No, it's armor. Better tanks? Better medium tanks? Sure, man. That's crazy high hardness. Anyways, we're gonna wait for this attack to fail before we counterattack. Okay. Far Eastern Army. Oh, technically there's a second war against the Far Eastern Army. Call it everyone. Have I called everyone yet? Yes. This is the war against the Far Eastern Army. Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. Hopefully, we can get some support. Maybe the Mongolians can help me out? Can I just request a bunch of forces from Mongolia? Yes. I'll just do that. Normally I don't do that, but now is the time. Do I want to do that with the other guys? I might want to do that. Yeah, I'll just request forces. Just give me all your guys. Okay. What are we losing? Here. Okay, whatever. Alright, we're gonna wait for this battle to end. Alright, and now we're gonna launch our attack. Do we want to do a broad front offensive? I think we want to wait. Oh yes, we got a surround. Sweet. Alright, we have a bunch of unassigned divisions. You are the Expeditionary Army. We want to put you under... probably Rodion Malovsky. We need a different color for you. Sure. Whatever. Okay, and you guys can be... honestly, feel like you should be a fixing force on the Western Front. How are we doing in terms of filling our combat width? We're good. We're good, okay. We may achieve breakthrough. Free Russian army rises. Every war has its traitors. And the most accused of these is Vasily Boljarev, a former white general turned German lackey. In Berlin, General Lieutenant Boljarev has been given a German-equipped army recruited with prisoners of war, from prisoners of war and traitors, with clear intent of acting as if they represent some kind of true Russia. Thus laughably called Army of Free Russia claims to fight for a free and democratic Russia, preaching harmony and peace with Germany, idiotic at best, malicious at worst, treasonous in either case. Boljarev is a goddamn hero, or Boljarev is a traitor to Russia. He's a traitor to Russia. We know this. Yeah, you can use our air bases. Feel free. Have fun. I'm gonna order a cautious assault. Eastern Seas War. Over the last century, Asia has become a continent largely dominated by Western powers. I'm gonna end that. And these exact powers, although these exact powers have changed from London and Paris to Berlin, the factors remained unchanged, much to the ire of Tokyo. Now, though, the status quo threatens to shatter as the Empire of Japan and the German Empire go to war. Despite hopes for peace, many have seen this turn of events as inevitable. Japanese plans for Asia, centered around itself, were always incompatible with German domination of the region. With the West engulfed in crisis, Tokyo's leaders doubted whether another chance to realize his ambitions may appear. Whichever side fortune may favor, one thing is for certain: Asia's future hangs in the balance. Can the Germans hold out this time? I don't know, man. Signs point to no. Alright, we are beginning to roll forward. Alright. Yay, Eastern Seas War. There's a lot of boats. That's a lot of boats. Holy crap, that's a lot of fighting. We only have 60 divisions involved. Is that true? Yeah, we're about to get reinforced massively. Yeah, there we go. There we go, and there's the breakthrough. Yeah. We're gonna try to exploit that. You go here. You go here. And let's roll the Union on. We'll get to Minsk in no time. There's our allies. We don't need to extend that far, but we can just do that. Mother Russia bleeds them dry. -1 manpower. White Ghost of Siberia. The news from Eastern Siberia is increasingly worrying. The commander of the Far Eastern Military District, General Georgy Ivanovich Kulik, has completely lost control of the region in the aftermath of conspiracy in his own Kaiserreich headquarters. What unfolded was a coordinated revolt of Amur-Usi Cossacks and the Bandit Army under Georgy Semyonov, which has caught Kulik's command by surprise, barely escaping from Kaiserreich with his life. The rebels portrayed themselves as the White Vanguard in Siberia, courting support from anti-socialists in the East with varying success. The question remains, what should be done with Kulik, whose incompetence led to the Eastern catastrophe? He's merely guilty of failure, and he has committed treason. He's merely guilty of failure. Do we have 100% faith? I do not know. Yes, but he is merely guilty of failure. I love the -1 manpower, it's so funny. Losing isn't a crime, folks. We could support some penal brigades. I think we could use the resources, folks. I think we probably could. The SDS views this action as a betrayal. That's fine. We probably want to... Yeah, I'm not good yet with that yet. Roads of Courage might be good. Direct support armor might be good. Gost might be good. Let's Gost it up. Established in 1925, the GOST, or Gudrusveni Standardut, is a set of technical guidelines to standardize all aspects of Russia's economy for the military. It ensures that everything from rations to rifles. We're actually going to go penal brigades. Probably want to finish this tree. Alright. We have no lack of prisoners. They often have solid military training. These dissidents and whites can be given a chance to avoid execution. Service in the Red Army, washing away their crime. Alright. Let's do it. Wash away your sins. Alright, we're gonna improve our computing. Beep boop, son. It's important that we pay attention here. Delay will be highly destructive. But we need to pour into this particular breach with all due haste. Oh no, they've called in Middle Africa. Whatever shall we do? You should capture Minsk as soon as possible. Actually, you should here. Wonderful. Oh, I love a good blitzkrieg. It warms my heart. Lightning War. Available special project. Super heavy gun. Flamethrower tank, probably. I don't know. I genuinely don't know if those are good. Yeah, you can have docking rights. At least one of you can dedicate yourself to fighting here. Meanwhile, let's throw ourselves into the meat grinder yet again. The Fall of Minsk! Alright. The Fall of Minsk! Minsk was a part of Russia before the First Weltkrieg. An incredible offensive from the Russian army. After an incredible offensive from the Russian army, it seems that history has mirrored itself. The Russian army bombarded the city from the sky and on the ground, and Belarusian resistance became increasingly feeble as the onslaught of the Russian war machine slammed into the city. After an exhausting grueling battle, in which most of the city was reduced to rubble, the remaining defenders surrendered to the victorious Russian forces. Factories, museums, and thousands of civilians fled westward to escape the invaders. This defeat is a certain blow to Belarusian independence, but only time will tell whether or not the Russian occupation is temporary or permanent. This is just the beginning. Soon we will have our lands back. The Western March continues. The starting stage...
Whoo! Boy, that's a sick division speed bonus.
The starting stage of the march was successful, and the army is ready to continue its liberation of Europe. While there remain gaps between our forces in Berlin, it's clear as day it's only a matter of time when we will reach the German capital and German hegemony once and for all. Our forces are in high spirits. They wait orders and want to crush the Prussian war machine. To Berlin! Time to try to capture Riga. How long do we have? 120 days! Easy peasy. But since we are so busy, we have made a breakthrough. Well, it's not a huge one. I see the opportunity for a pocket that's developed. And if we can pocket our foes, we can crush them in a single blow. We don't have to completely defeat them time and time again. We only need to defeat them once. Anyways, meanwhile, out east, things are going all right. Could be going better. Really could be going worse, though. We're getting reinforced from the Mongolians, which, you know, it's like a considerable amount of forces. I will say that, like, this is at least 12. I think we might... we may do... I think we should probably have these forces join in. And then, you two can join in. And I think that we do need it's kind of a reversal of my previous policy, but we do need to transfer forces west. Meanwhile, we absolutely do not need more basic infantry. We're good on that, for now. And we want to free up those guns to supply our forces in the field. And free up those factories to produce things like tanks and trucks, which are maybe important. Either way, I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.